So, good morning, everyone, or good evening, everyone. So, I'm going to discuss database administration. So, first is what is database administration? Database administration is refer to the whole set of activities performed by a database administrator to ensure that the database is always available as needed. So, another term of database administration is an important function in any organization that is dependent on one or more database. So, in DBA responsibilities, there are four types of DBA responsibilities. First is database security, ensuring that database security is ensuring that only authorized users have access to the database and fortifying it against any external or unauthorized access. So in database security kay tiyang i-authorize ang users to access to have access to the database and fortifying against the external or unauthorized access. So ang next DBA responsibilities is database tuning. Database tuning is a tweaking any of several parameters to optimize performance, such as a server memory allocations or and file fragmentation and disk usage. And third, database responsibilities is backup and recovery. It is a DBA rule to ensure that the database and adequate backup and recovery procedures in place to recover from any accidental or deliberate loss of data. And the last DBA and the last procedure is proceed producing reports from queries. DBAs are frequently called upon generate reports by writing queries which are the run against the database. So this ang backup recovery is and recovery is one to ensure the database kung na if ever nga na ay damage and para namoy ma-backup and to backup or and recovery procedures nga kung naay ma-loss sa inyong data. So next is this is the responsibilities of database administration. First is policy formulation and implementation, data dictionary management, DBMS support, training, and database design. So first, um, first responsibilities of database administration is policy formulation and implementation. It can you can access privileges should um, uh, access privileges. Ang users should access the database only in ways in which they are entitled. And there are some securities ang implementation, formulation and implementation. There are security. So para it can access restriction ensure that the database is secure and some password encryption and views implement security. Effective password and protection is critical. So, diri makita nimo ang planning for kung naay disaster mahitabo. Database can be harmed from hardware and software malfunction and outside forces like flood and power outages. DBA must take active role in formulating disaster recovery plans. And the archives is place where corporate data is kept. And another terms, another responsibilities to archive is it can store information from archive is removed from the database and stored in the archive for future references. So, napa-training, another kwan sa policy sa policy formulation and implementation is training. So, imo na siyang i-implement ang imong database. Database gives training on the DBMS and how to access the database. So the next responsibilities is DBMS support. The DBA is charged with all aspects of DBMS, including selection and management. So the next responsibility is database design. DBA is responsible for tuning the design and making changes that improve system performance. So uh, the next topic is database administrator. So what is database who is database administrator? The information technician in database administrator is an information technician in charge of planning, carrying out, and overseeing all operations involved in successfully managing a database environment is known as a database administrator or DBA. A DBA ensures that company's database and related software perform properly and effectively. So, muto ang DBA database administrator. So, the types of DBA are first, development DBA. It maintains the server and database and keeps the running. Concerned with backup, security, patches, replication. These are the activities mostly geared towards maintaining database and software platform, but it's not really involved in enhancing and development. So walay labot sa mm, ang development DBA kay konman kanang siya ra man tig kanang tig backup security mga patches sa inyong database. Pero wala siya labot sa pag-enhance and develop sa inyong database. So next is the administrative DBA. Works on building SQL queries, stored procedure, and so on. And on that, meet business needs. This is the equivalent of a programmer but specializing in database development. Commonly combine the role of the administrative DBA. So, programmer or administrative DBA is uh, same ba sila but specializing but ang administrative DBA is specialized niya ang pag-develop sa inyong database. So, the third one is data architect. Its design can design schemas, build tables, indexes, data structures, and relationships. This role works to build a structure that meets general businesses needs in a particular area. So, for instance, naay software company na mag-use or na mag-use sa inyong data architects to design or build the database for a new commercial application system for running bank's operation. Siya ang nag-design sa inyong database, ang data architect. So the last one database and is data warehouse DBA. This rule, this is a relatively newer rule responsible for merging data from multiple sources into a data warehouse. So, pag, so, so this is part na mag-create of database and tables in MySQL. First is creating a database. So, mag-create sa database is input syntax create database. mo siyang pag-create sa database. So, create database or ayan, database imo name sa imong database. Such example, mag-create a name. Create database, then mo ni inyo ang name sa imong database. To verify, show that to verify the imong um, syntax sa imong ibutang is like this. Show database and makita na nimo ang pag-enter nimo makita na nimo yung mga gibuhat nga database. So pag-create sa table sa sa imong database is create table, then name sa imong table, then definition niya sa imong table unsay ang primary key na null ba. Mhm. So wala ko nagbutang og example sa pag-create sa table. So example ay nara din pag-create sa table. I forgot. Create table tapos name sa imong table. So imo niya ang mga tawag niya ang elements or definition like ID, integers 5, and unsigned auto increment primary key, then name, um, variable character 50, not null, department number, int, o salary, double default, 0 na yun, common, double. So, mo na ang imong pag-create sa table. So, adding a column sa imong column to a table. So, alter table, then table name, then add column definition, then after sa imong column name. Example, alter table, tapos table, table name nimo, tapos add position, varchar after department number. So, magawa sa din na siya ang mga magawa sa na siya ang column, another column sa imong table. So, when you drop column, you can alter table, tapos table name, tapos i-drop nimo ang specific nga table. Ay, ay column nga imo i-drop. Such as like this, oh. Alter table, tapos table name, then drop position sa inyong column. So, to change column definition is first alter table, tapos table name, then change imong old nga um, column, tapos new nga column definition. Example, alter table, tamo mo change department number to department int. So, kana, magawa sa din siya maglahi na din iyahang name sa imuhang column. How to create index. So, to create index is create index, tapos index name on unsa nga table name dayon column list niya. Example, create index, tapos yung name, i-name ADX on, tapos table name, tapos yung column list. So, when you drop a table is, ang syntax is alter table, tapos table name, drop yung specific index name. Example, alter table, tapos yung table name, i-drop mo yung index. Then, drop index, tapos yung index name. To delete the records of a table is use syntax truncate. Truncate, tapos table name. So, dropping a table is drop table, tapos yan na pong table name. Dropping a database, so easy. Drop database, tapos yung database name. So, when you back up DBA backup and restore. So here nga para makita nimo ibalik balik nimo ang yang yang mga syntax. So diri nimo I'll show you how to DBA backup and restore. So introduction to MySQL dump tool, another application siya which is connected to a MySQL. MySQL dump tool allows you to make a backup of one or more database by generating a text file that contains SQL statement, which can recreate the database from scratch. To locate the root or bin directory of the MySQL installation directory. To access the MySQL dump tool, you navigate the root or bin folder and use the MySQL dump command with the following options. If you are using SAMP, my SQL dump command is located as SAMP in the MySQL bin folder. So when you common MySQL option is add first is add the table, second add blocks, all third is all databases, create options, database says, disable keys, extended insert, flash logs, lock tables, and the last is no data. So on common MySQL dump option is the op quick result file set set tables and where. So using the MySQL tool to make a backup of a single database. The syntax of this is MySQL dump, tapos double dash, user, tapos username, password sa mo ang database, tapos backup file, then database name, then so muna. For example, the following command creates of a database classic model to the file. So muna mo MySQL nga file, my classic models SQL, tapos my SQL dump na yun ka, and super password one, and so when you using MySQL dump tool to make backup and multiple database. So, to make a backup of multiple database, you specify a list of the database name after the database option. So here are these examples sa MySQL user sa imong um, mag-create ka of backup tool sa imong database. So mo ni ang syntax nga imong gamiton para ma-backup imong multiple database. So third one, using the MySQL dump tool, backup to backup all the database. To make a backup of all database in MySQL server, you use all the database option like this. All database.sql. So imong database is tanan tanan imong mga database na imong na dump is mobalik na siya. Using the MySQL tool to make a backup or specific tables from a database. To make backup a specific table from a database, you use the following command. Yan. Kani magamitan sa imo ang pag-backup sa imong specific table sa imong database. First, MySQL dump, username, password, result. No, kani. Mo ni siya mo user, tapos imong username, then password nimo, then result sa imong path file, and path of backup file, then database name, tapos sa imong table nga gusto nimo i-backup. So, backup of database structure only. To make a backup of database structure only, you can use this syntax. MySQL dump, tapos username, then password sa imong user, tapos imo file, and no data, database, and database, and. So, to make a backup of ang yaharang data only. So, you can use this syntax, username, password, and password sa mga path to backup file, and no create info, tapos database and database name. Kanina mo ilisan no create info. Muna siyang importante sa imong syntax. So, creating backup using PHP MyAdmin, first is open SAM and control panel, then click admin for MySQL. To select database you want to backup, then click export. Go to yan na, lagyan mo sa export eh. Restore from dump file. To restore an SQL dump file using the source command, first is connect to MySQL server, then you root P, use the source command to restore the dump file, the cdb backup.sql. So, ano siya. And that's all. Thank you for listening and watching my video. Thank you.